Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio is brought to you by AnglersChoice.ca, the Angler's Choice in handmade soft plastics. Also presented to you by Handlebars Musky Lures, Zing the Bling, Frantic Big Game Baits, Keith's Trophy Fishing, Fish NV Guide Service, and Husky Musky Leaders. You're listening to Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio. This portion of the show is brought to you by True Canadian Outdoors. True Canadian Outdoors. Hunting, fishing, paintball, sporting goods, all at one stop. At 3175 Rutherford Road, Unit 46, Vaughan, Ontario. All right, folks, welcome to Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio. My special guests, we're going to try it again, is Patrick, Andrew, and Trevor from Animal Confession. They're out of Ottawa, Canada, and if you've been tuning into my show, you'll notice one of their songs is the theme music for my introduction to our show. Guys, welcome, and thanks for being part of the show.
Thanks for having us. How's it going?
Good, good. So, lots has changed since we last talked. People got married, people had babies, people are camping, landscaping, I heard.
Yeah, this is Pat. I did some landscaping in my home, just did a walkway and a retaining wall. That took about 4 or 5 days, so it's quite a job, but I think we saved a bit of money.
Well, if you can do it yourself and save money, who am I to stop you?
Exactly.
So, when did you guys form the band?
I guess it was in late 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then we started working with with a producer in Toronto, and we started making some tracks, and we started working with a session drummer out in Toronto. And then I think it was a year and a half later we had a record out.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So the ball just dropped and kept on rolling.
Yeah, and it's been rolling ever since.
That's fantastic. So, and you guys have played a couple outdoor shows?
We haven't played outdoors, but we played out of town. We played Montreal, Toronto, a few shows here in Ottawa.
Nice. Now, Animal Confession. Who came up with that idea?
Not me. Andrew did. Yeah, that was me. I kind of forgot. But yeah, it actually started as sort of a solo project before I found Pat and Trevor. So it came at that time, and I made a demo that some friends here helped me out with to sort of find musicians with, and that's kind of how the guys came around.
Any chance of you guys heading to southwestern Ontario? Like Waterloo area?
In that area?
Like Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph area?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so, for sure.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
So, any of you partake in the outdoors when you're not in the studios or jamming? Anybody go camping or?
I do. This is Pat. Just last week we went to a week-long fishing trip. We rented a cabin by the Ottawa River in Pembroke, and we went fishing for bass, walleye, and some pike. Had some good few catches. And next week I'm going on a 10-day canoe trip, a whitewater canoe trip on the Zouane River in Quebec. And apart from that, I'll be going hunting in the fall with my dad, deer hunting. Mm-hmm. I've been hunting in the past.
So, and you're the only one out of the threesome that enjoys the outdoors?
Well, actually, I just got back from a road trip out to the East Coast, and I'm not as outdoorsy as Pat, but I did enjoy some really scenic areas and beaches and things like that out in the East Coast, which I had never been to myself. So that was that was a nice treat for me.
It's really pretty out there. You know, both East and West Coasts are probably equal in beauty.
Absolutely.
Where do you guys stand on the whole conservation thing? Like, are you keeping catch and keep, or do you like catch and release?
Mostly catch and release. We kept a few walleyes just to have a few bites here and there for supper, but mostly catch and release.
And for fishing wise, what's your favorite species of fish to go for? Either one of you guys.
They should be walleye, but for the thrill and the bringing back to the boat, I think the pike has the most fun in it, and I think that's the most fun. It's most entertaining, I guess.
I would have to agree.
I'd prefer to eat fish than catch it. I'm a fan of wild salmon, actually. I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. Long lining out on Lake Ontario. I would like to go to the West Coast, though, where the kings are kings.
Yeah.
So, but the East Coast is definitely another item on my bucket list. I'd like to do the shark tours. They have some shark tours out east, and if you ever get a chance, that's pretty spectacular. And they also have I don't want to say this incorrectly, but I think it's bluefin tuna out on the East Coast. You can also go and go after. So there's a lot of great fishing on both the West and East Coast. Any plans coming up for the fall? In the realms of music?
In the middle of writing our second album right now.
Oh, fantastic. And your first album is still out online?
Yeah, it's you can buy it on our website or on iTunes. It's been out since last October, actually, so we're coming up on almost a year that it's been out, and we've been writing material for a few months now, so I think probably in the new year there's a good chance of us hitting the studio.
That's fantastic.
We're also going to try to play a few shows in November, possibly December. Hopefully going in the Toronto area, so maybe we'll be able to catch you there.
Yeah, that'd be great. So, Patrick, who got you into fishing?
My dad.
Yeah?
He's on a farm. He's quite the outdoorsman. He's a hunter, a fisherman. I've been fishing since I was, I'd say, 3 or 4. Started going out with bamboo sticks and catching catfish, and just mostly every summer, even the winter time, going fishing. It was a tradition in our family.
And Andrew, what about you? Who got you started?
Actually, I was just joking with Pat earlier. I told him that I'm very outdoorsy and that I like to get drunk on patios. Strangely enough, I actually have never been fishing in my life, so I didn't grow up. Pat and I are kind of opposite in that respect. I didn't grow up around sort of outdoorsy people, although I did a lot of traveling and I've seen a lot of numerous places. I wasn't really like into the wild as much as Pat.
And Trevor, is he around?
Trevor's indisposed at the moment,
okay.
Unfortunately.
And do we know if Trevor fishes or not? Or gets out camping?
I think he has. He's definitely talked about it before. I don't know if he does it as often as Pat does, but I think he's mentioned it a couple times.
Well, I have a friend down in Ottawa, and he has the Ottawa River Muskie Factory, a gentleman by the name of John Anderson. And if you ever want to, because you're in the area, if you ever want to go chase down some really big fish with teeth, get a hold of my buddy John Anderson of the Ottawa River Muskie Factory, and he'll take you for an adventure for sure.
Oh, that's great. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. So, New material as we speak, and another album in the work. My special guests today, and theme music for Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio is none other than Ottawa's very own Animal Confession, and their first album is still available on iTunes and online at animalconfession.com. Patrick, Andrew, it was a pleasure. Trevor, thank you very much, even though you're indisposed. You guys are fantastic, and I wish you all the best. It's always good to see Canada coming out with new talent. And you guys have definitely put the stake in the ground for new talent coming out of Canada this year.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio is brought to you by AnglersChoice.ca, the Angler's Choice in handmade soft plastics. Also presented to you by Handlebars Musky Lures, Zing the Bling, Frantic Big Game Baits, Keith Trophy Fishing, Fish NV Guide Service, and Husky Musky Leaders. You're listening to Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio.
With salmon season just around the corner in Lake Ontario tributaries, most anglers like to use roe. Roe is the eggs from the salmon. Roe is the most common bait used when fishing the rivers for steelhead, brown trout, chinook salmon, and rainbow trout, and many others. Taking roe is fine, but we have to take into consideration that if we were to take 10 female salmon and take all of their roe, that is a ton of eggs wasted. Every female produces over 1,000 eggs when they go upriver to spawn. Only about 10% of all salmon eggs are estimated to survive in the end. But still, of the 10 salmon, that's 1,000 eggs that are hatched and that end up living. Just try to reduce the amount of eggs you take from fish, put them back, and let them live to lay their eggs successfully. Thanks for everyone for listening. This is Trooper Glant, 60 Seconds Rant.
Into the night, but you to find
McQuinney Outdoor Radio is brought to you by AnglersChoice.ca, the Angler's Choice in handmade soft plastics. Also presented to you by Handlebars Musky Lures, Zing the Bling, Frantic Big Game Baits, Keith's Trophy Fishing, Fish NV Guide Service, and Husky Musky Leaders. You're listening to Ben McQuinney Outdoor Radio.